b square is equal to c square. And like 9 plus 10 is equal to 21, which is not right. This is true in a lot of terms.
Bomboclat!
I worked all my life. I don't have any savings left. It's all gone, wiped out by bills and emergencies. And life just being life.
Better call 6 feet under. Losing money gambling, making poor investment choices, having a 9 to 5 and still having no savings? Do not worry, we got you covered. Better call 6 feet under.
Start camera, rolling, action.
So, let's start about how we came up with the topic first.
What is the topic?
So we all are broke. We needed something to make money.
Yeah.
We have an idea, but not money.
Indian rupees, no?
Oh, what else you
Federal
want to spend
money.
on? Yeah. First start, obviously, you were playing stake.com and also gambling.
Gambling, yeah.
But the point is it started off as a multivariate project, right? But
Yeah.
then we ended up in something financial.
You actually
Yeah.
started with gambling only,
Yeah.
how different gambling is, how risky each type of gambling is.
And then we started how we
Who
can
played the
make more
game
money.
the day before?
Yeah.
Then about how to make money, then slowly got into investments, and then
Investment, stocks, generational wealth.
Yeah, a lot of things were there, so a lot of people are also there, so we thought we could make
Good project.
put everything together and make one thing.
Like all ideas into one, project, and we came up with this site. What are we naming the site though?
we did name it.
Yeah.
The art of making money.
Oh.
Okay. You mean how do we? What name we'll give to the site?
Yeah.
The project
Yeah.
is called Art of Making.
So AOMM or AMM?
What is it?
Art
The
of
abbreviation
making
you're talking about,
Oh yeah. Oh, the website, bro. We don't have a name for the website.
yeah, we'll come.
We have a skeleton.
We have the website.
Final product, but not name.
It was initially not even was not going to be a product. No.
Yeah. It was
Not
just
it was just going to be analysis of stuff.
just taking tools from different websites and just giving an analysis.
Yeah.
And instead of that, it was
Yeah.
suggested that we make a
Sir gave the
website.
idea to make a prototype. No?
Yeah, prototype.
So from what we envisioned till now, what have we like?
Yeah, we had the major dilemma thing, no, in the middle, how
Yeah.
to make it. Is it going to be the AI thing middle?
And just is it going to be the website or is it going to be the LLM?
Yeah.
Then we decided we'll make only LLM. Then we thought no, we'll make it like it's just a part of the website.
I envisioned it to be a LLM main thing.
Yeah, which
Which
did
is
not look.
which did not look as impressive.
Yeah.
Had lot of work required.
And it
Yeah.
got easier when this one Olama came. To be honest,
Ola was out for a long time. We just implemented it.
yeah.
Things got easier.
It's like a lot of process. Hey, it is really hard to restrain Olama from going away from topic.
Diverting from the topic.
Or talk about the other parts of the website.
Yeah, so we have the. He said what?
It's okay. You started it.
My bad, bro.
Ah.
So we have first thing we had was a systematic investment plan, which is popularly called as the SIP. Pretty sure you all know what it is. All
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk.
no, just investing anywhere one. There's no particular market that is targeted. And then obviously we recently added the systematic withdrawal plan also to the module. So
Based on that 12%.
yeah, it's not just about investing money. You have to strategically invest, but there's also a strategy to withdraw also.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
will have the needs
So there is a particular amount from a principal amount. If you withdraw, your money basically never ends. So it's like your money grows 12% every year, and if you take out 4.5%, every year from your investment, you still have a profit of 1%, and that basically means that 4.5% is a very safe number that your money basically never ends. It still keeps growing, but not as fast because you're obviously withdrawing.
I'm hearing this for the 6th time.
Yeah. Wait, this is the
Good
first
shit.
time.
Good shit.
Good, like, that's what we want.
How much would you invest actually in this?
Depends, bro. if
We were
I-
talking about like a 2 crore one example, right? Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
12%, like if you take up like 4.9 on something, how much was it like? 90?
9 lakhs a year.
9 lakhs.
Yeah, if you take 9 lakhs a year, then you'll have for 80K a month, basically just
Just
from
spend
it.
it, like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you can invest however long you want, however long you're working,
And
but
still
there's a
you won't
time.
run out of money like at the end, like
Yeah.
it will be only growing, like.
But there should be a
Yeah.
time where you'll have to like. Now, what's the point of saving after you die? Like,
Yeah, but
you have to
I mean,
start
enjoy the
using
thing,
it.
but like
yeah.
yeah, save it up, like maybe give it to next generation or something like that.
Yeah. So you can also use it. You can also keep it as generational wealth.
I'm always very skeptical about how this has more downsides.
But this does have downsides. But it's so basically, if you look, the market right now is at its lowest. I mean, not its lowest. It's down right now. So anyone who thought they're going to start investing in January, they'll start investing. They're all losing money right now. So it does have downsides. If they really want the money right now, you're going to be losing money. But over a long period of time, the span of like 10 years, the average will be obviously the economy never like there's a very low probability our economy will go down completely, because it's like if you invest in like index funds, it's mostly like what the top 50 companies in India. It's very rare that it will fail. Yeah, you can do like riskier plays, but that obviously higher returns with more risks. Just like gambling.
So whatever we have done, like whatever platform we have built,
Yeah.
so for a newcomer, we can give an idea how to make an investment
Yeah.
and what are the like variables you have to consider,
Yep.
and at the end of the time, like what's the profit you will be getting.
Yes.
So we are sure about that.
Yeah, the LLM part will be probably doing most of the
Work like
guessing.
that, yeah.
And then once you have a
But like
rough
how
idea,
user friendly do we think that it is?
See, the thing is,
We all
our
tried it,
main
right? We all
concept
tried,
is
yeah.
probably like, people have an idea about investment and all this stuff, but not sure about it. We're
How
like
to work it
dumbing,
out,
yeah,
like, how
we're
to
like
work
dumbing
it
it down for people to easily understand it.
Yeah.
So basically anybody, as a student or
Anyone,
anyone
yeah.
who can just put the amount, see like you can put your the amount of risk you want to take, and then the duration you can want to invest, and then you can see your returns.
Yeah.
So basically that is the SIP calculator where you can see
So
it,
you're
how
saying
much.
it's better than asking a person.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
should be, should
yeah,
be.
It should be,
basically it
yes,
gives you
yes.
the complete information of how you can use your money.
So because there's a LLM in the picture, you can ask the dumbest questions
Dumbest
and it will
questions,
be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody look at you weirdly.
judgments.
And maybe the
Yeah.
other person won't, like if you ask them to a real person, like they don't even know much. Like they just
Yeah.
have the basic idea. Okay, like
Yes.
this is the interest rate. This
If
is
you
this
call a
is-
professional in the class and if you want to ask, like, you will always wonder, is that a stupid question? Should I ask?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
do
it.
all of that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what do we project this project to be like. What can we do with the project if we are given more time? Like the future of the project.
Scope.
Yeah,
scope,
that's
yeah.
the word. Yeah, I missed the word.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a great
Right.
idea. Like, see, like I don't think there are like many platforms where you can like find financial advice like that. Okay. Like if you go
You
to
will
the
get financial
finances,
advice, but
like,
not very easy, not
Yeah.
very, what do you say?
No, there are the,
User
it's the
friendly.
basic thing. Like
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah,
interest,
so-
like what's the profit, like that's it. Pretty much done.
It's a very customized
Yeah.
thing, right? Like if the people will tell you how to invest and all of it, but if you have let's say a certain condition down, maybe people will tell you investment is for like 30 years thing, but what if you want to like quit after 10 years? So the LLM will help you for okay.
Exact amount, like
Yeah.
like depends on what you're.
Yeah, it's a
depositing,
more
yeah.
customized experience compared to just reading a blog post.
But I think there's like a certain risk also, because when people like they okay, this is what it's saying, I should do that. There should be a warning also, there might be risk. Also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything.
I mean,
It's
that's
just
also
have a
a
warning.
reason why we don't see much of financial LLMs. There's that risk of they might sue you.
No, like it's not about
That's-
suing. Like every time you get access to an LLM, like ChatGPT also, you agree to this thing, terms and conditions, right? So based on that terms and conditions, you can't sue a company. Once you tick mark it, even though you read it, you not read it, you tick mark it, it's done. It's like you're signing it. At the end, they will come. They'll say that, I'm going to sue your company because I lost a lot of money. Then
Yeah.
we'll show you the terms and conditions. This is what you agreed to.
Some
One
people
line
even-
will be there. one single line will be there saying that, you know, we are not responsible for your consequences.
Yeah, some people even don't give you that tick and accept. They just say sending a message here means you accept it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
So we need to create like a long ass contract.
Unskippable.
Yeah.
We can do this thing if it's possible. Like, no, the scope isn't it. So, this is just a tool right now. People are just coming and using it, just going.
Yeah.
We can make it a user based thing. Like you can log in, and every time you ask a question, the LLM will be fine tuned for you. So the LLM knows what your financial status,
Yeah.
what type of person you are,
Yeah.
and it keeps
Like
track
depends on
of
the
your
previous
financial
history or like,
Yeah.
like a bank, like when you go to a bank, like applying for a loan, like they look at all the credit history.
It will be
everything,
basically
yeah.
like your accountant.
Yeah.
You'll have an online accountant.
But the
Yeah, it's
main
much
thing,
more nicer, yeah.
I feel like the difficulty for like if you're like going forward with this
Yeah,
one,
data security.
data security and plus see, we youth, maybe the students like the working professional up to age like 30, 32, they know about LLM, okay? Like how it works, like what is actually do.
Yeah.
Above that, people maybe our parents and all like they won't trust it like
Yeah.
when you
Easily,
give it to
yeah.
them, okay, they'll be like okay, it's really safe.
Yeah.
And the youngster will have to convince them. So that is a difficult part if you're going
But
with
technically,
AI.
what we are doing is we are aiming. Our main aim is the younger
Younger
generation. Yeah.
generation.
Because the older guys are mostly.
All the guys should also be able to.
No,
use
they're
it.
mostly
Like that
like
one old
it's-
guy in our
their
video
time's
who
up,
said that
bro.
he didn't invest and all that stuff.
So basically, if you're old, your time is mostly up.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
that-
you're
but-
cooked.
and
Nothing
the
more
point
about
is
it.
like it should be available for everyone.
Yeah.
It will be available.
It will be.
The teaching
But
factor
when
that
I say
matters.
time's up, no, it doesn't mean like like no, it's investments is not like this. It's not a linear growth. After like a while, like maybe see they generally say
No,
that.
okay,
But
maybe
don't you think older
consider
people have-
consider the example. Okay,
No,
let's
okay,
say
there is
We
one
have
guy.
more
Yeah,
money,
more
money,
but
we have
no
money.
time.
No, you.
We
So
have
But
less money,
exactly,
but
but
more time.
The old people
see, the
would
point
want
is
to like.
a retired person will have at least like 40 to 50 lakh of FD itself. Okay?
Yeah.
If they have at least like 35 years of like working experience.
Yeah.
So he wants to make that money into a good profit. He wants to approach us, maybe not for himself, like more next generation, the family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he should be able to do it like
No,
completely, like 100%.
Fixed deposits is actually like a very safe, like 100% safe route, like mostly very safe route.
Yeah.
It's so if let's just assume that he takes that money and like puts it right now, like instantly takes 2 crores and put it right now.
Yeah.
If he did that in January right now, he would have lost a lot of money.
Okay.
So like it's not about that. It's like when
So
the
very long term.
financial and
yeah,
long
this is a
term,
long term thing.
yeah.
Like if like really if old people really want to start investing, like a 40-year-old or someone. See, if he really wants,
Yeah,
that is actually old for investing.
Not really.
not
Not
really.
at all.
Really.
Not at all.
really.
Not
No,
really.
like-
You plan on living till 50? Yeah, maybe that is old. but-
Yeah. Okay, so let's just say someone who has a wife, daughters who are like in 12th standard. This guy is old. He cannot invest properly. If he really wants to start investing, hey, investment is like a runway. There is you
can
have to
jump, but like, yeah,
after a while only you take off. So if you really when your runway is that short, right, you have to invest aggressively now. You have to invest like 90% of your income, whereas we only have to do 10 or 20%, and we'll still have good returns. So that's why we're targeting the younger generation now. It's mostly about discipline. Like if someone can invest 100 rupees or 500 rupees every month, it just builds discipline more than just the money. Money does not. Discipline will help you later when you actually make real
Yeah,
money.
investment would be more for like the older people because they have.
But
Youngsters
financial
won't have,
discipline
yeah.
makes
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
the
lot of
most
difference.
sense. Yeah, it's the most important one than investing more money. Like when you see the new MacBook Air comes out, you don't take all your investments on and buy. Yeah, that's the discipline one.
Somebody almost did.
Yeah.
Scope wise, there is another thing you can add. This is a guidance system, so you can add multi-language models.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah. The multi-language is a nice feature to have. It does not restrict.
If you get into that subscription.
Yeah.
Pay.
Oh, you're talking about monetization. Why you said that?
That's fun.
I don't know. I'm thinking about the like. What are your thoughts on 12 Angry Men?
Oh.
No.
Now you gotta go in on his face and then pan out to us.
No.
Walk.
You come and sit here again.
I'll stop.